technically amazing.
Wow, you were first there, John. Definitely first because alter it. Good grief.
Best intro ever.
It was awesome. That was awesome.
Someone do the intro to the show. That was funny.
Sometimes you just got to do the best with what you've got. Yeah, turn your stuff off. Turn your stuff off.
Sorry. Go. Give us an
intro. Okay. Let me. I'll do the. Good evening, and gladiators ready, or something. Welcome to Ideal Show, show number 152. Hello. You'll see that there's just the three of us today, and we're having a lo-fi show. We're having a lo-fi show because Rick, who normally runs the stuff in the background, he's here.
Sorry.
And Rich, who in Rick's absence normally runs the show, is not here, which means that we've got John and
I've done it a lot, and I still fucked it up.
We're all here. We're going to take 33.3% responsibility each. We're not bothered. So good evening and welcome to tonight's show. On tonight's show, we have got. What have we got, John? John, have we got good stuff? I'm not entirely sure if we've got anything to be honest with you tonight. We're probably going to have vape chat. Should we have some vape chat? Let's have some vape chat because we'll definitely all talk. We're probably going to have some news, some squawking, some guaranteed lo-fi stuff. Are we doing Trive Batava that week? I mean, at least, yeah. We'll run Trive Batava on John's phone. Oh, I've got my own phone. I can do that.
I can do Trive Batava. That's fine.
Cool. We've got shredding stuff or shredding stuff.
We certainly do.
Awesome. I mean, I've read the notes. I must have missed that bit. And that's it. That's what we've got. We've got lo-fi vaping stuff. So we're like a mech mod this evening. That's essentially what we are. We're all mech mods. We're just torches with things screwed on the top. Exciting though, isn't it? Exciting. It's like edge of your seat. Like, oh, what will? Oh, I don't know.
Will John accidentally close his own fucking window and lose?
Do not do that. That will probably.
I did it. It fell off. I'm a fucking idiot.
We're still. I think we're still on. I've got little things here, Mike.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, you have fallen off of your own chair live once before. So
I broke my rib on that when I fell out of the chair.
Yeah, you've set the bar pretty low.
It's true.
Brilliant. Okay, let's get cracking. Awesome. Brad.
Yes, darling.
Let's go over to you. How's your week been? What are you vaping on? What are you drinking on? What did you have, John? He's leaving. He's had enough.
Fuck this, I'm out of here.
John, please come back. What are you vaping on? What are you drinking on? What do you have for your tea? And I haven't got a question. If you could buy anything in the world, you had like somebody handed you like the Argos catalog version of everything in the world and said buy one thing, doesn't matter how much it is, can be expensive or inexpensive, what would you buy?
Okay. All right, I'll get round to that.
Cool.
Week's been grand. Back at work, back to studying, all that boring shit, and I survived. And I am officially off the wagon, or on the wagon, or I've found the wagon. I don't know what the saying is actually supposed to be, but I'm back on the booze.
Awesome.
I've got a Windhoek lager from Namibia. So cheers for that. My uncle sent it to me.
I'm glad you're back on the. I'm glad you fell off the wagon. I'm glad you fell off the wagon because you were wasting away. That's probably why you fell off the wagon. A stiff breeze caught you, blew you off the wagon. You're wasting away, Brad. Wasting away.
100%. And I am convinced I'm a much nicer person after a beer or two. Oh, look at his pretty face. He looks very confused.
Yeah, because I didn't mute my own mic. I didn't know you'd heard me bang the door and stuff. I'm really sorry.
It's all good. We heard you go out to the bathroom. We heard the stream hitting the
I
toilet
didn't do
bowl.
that. Didn't go out and stick. Got any beers? I have. Well, not beers.
Andy says it sounds like there's a sock over my mic. Andy, I will rectify this
by removing the sock from his mic.
By removing from my mic. And Andy, you can tell me if that sounds any better. While Andy's doing that, I'm going to carry on and say, vaping, same old, same old. But I do promise you that maybe not next week, maybe not the week after, but I will bring you something exciting and I will vape something different. What, someday soon, not today. Today I'm still on. James will be impressed. I'm vaping on yet another mystery liquid.
Awesome. What does it taste like?
It tastes like strawberries and cream, and I suspect it's from the batch that I made when I first got into the hobbyist vaping when I moved to the UK. So this bottle of juice has been rattling around in a box for 2.5 years.
Who doesn't like Brad's mystery box game though?
You know what, Brad? I have got so many unlabeled juices kicking around. I'm trying to put them all in it because I'm not vaping. I'm not like you. I'm not adventurous like you, Brad. I'm not adventurous like you. I go, oh, mystery juice in the bin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them mystery juices together and I'm going to send them your way, mate.
And every week I will vape a mystery juice and I will try and guess the flavor and give it a rating. And the lowest rating will be the bin. The highest rating will see it find a space on my shelf.
Yeah, so, but I mean, they're all unlabeled, obviously, so it's not like it's advertising.
It's of no use either because you can't go, hey, I really like the one that's not quite clear and it's not quite yellow.
Exactly. But that's what we're here for. We're here for completely useless customer advice.
I really, that'd be amazing. It'd be even better if you find out what it was ages later and you're trying it on a stall and you go, oh my God, it's useless bottle of juice too. Oh, you won a juice of the year last year. It's been amazing.
Agreed. 100% agreed. What was the next question, James? Because I rattled on for so long, I've forgotten.
Vaping, drinking. What did you have for your tea?
Tea, I had a cup of tea and I had a pork wrap that the wife made me, which was very, very good.
Nice.
And to answer your question, if I had the catalogue of everything, what would I buy? I'm going to take liberty and say if everything is in the catalogue, I will have the Millennium Falcon.
Awesome.
Yeah, real or otherwise, I will take a Millennium Falcon.
Like a lot.
Any ship that can cross the whatever it crossed in however few parsecs it was.
That famous quote.
Yes, and I even managed to bodge that one up. Alrighty, I'm gonna throw this one at surprise, surprise, John.
I was going to say it doesn't really work like that tonight, does it? It's more like
exactly. Can only go one way. John, mate, how's your week been? What you drinking? What you vaping? What did you have for lunch? And before you get that question, chat, I want you all to guess what John had for lunch.
You'll never get close.
I'm going to say you licked the salt off of a peanut because last week you refused to lick the salt off of a crisp.
True.
And you had a ripe plum.
He had 2 oranges. He definitely had 2 oranges. And what he did was, he wasn't that hungry, but he knew he had to eat his 2 oranges because he always eats 2 oranges. He had a silver teaspoon. He just held that in his mouth for 15 minutes. To have the silver teaspoon in his mouth.
Spot on.
And what's the end question?
I've forgotten.
Are we going
my
with
question.
the catalogue thing, or are you going with it?
Go with the catalogue thing because I've blanked on mine.
Okie doke. How's my week been? Week's been good. It's getting cold, isn't it? It's getting chilly.
It's getting very cold, yeah.
Well, I've had a good week apart from one thing, which the one person, I'm gonna have to name check him because he's not watching, but one person did guess and they did tell me he got it right. Michael Briggs. When you watch this back, I hope the meeting went well, but don't worry, this is all like that. From Sunday midnight, I said that I'd go gluten-free for a month. So I'm on a celiac diet. So, because I've always had stomach problems, and I was reading something, and my wife said, that sounds a lot like you. So why don't you try go celiac for a month? So I said, okay, I'll go from midnight on Sunday. So I had about 7 beers on Sunday. No, probably about 5 beers on Sunday to get myself prepared to go celiac. And I have not had any gluten since midnight on Sunday. So what I'd have for lunch today, I had 3 gluten-free. I still made it stupid. Yesterday I had an egg sandwich. That's not funny enough for the show. I had 3 gluten-free oat biscuits, 3 macaroons, and 2 oranges.
Oh, just 2 oranges.
Yeah, two tangerines, and I am drinking Magners because there's no gluten in cider. And that was how Michael Briggs. I posted it up. I was drinking, and somebody said what I was drinking, and somebody said, you might be on a gluten-free diet. That's the only reason to drink that piss. That is true, but the choices at the Tesco's Express were the gluten-free beer choices were Peroni. Peroni is piss, with or without gluten in it. And that was the entire choices. So I did not buy Peroni. And I went with Magnus cider instead.
I'll take Peroni over. Look at how fizzy that is. That is ridiculously fizzy. That is so fizzy. It's like volcanoous. It's like a volcano in there. It's crazy.
Absolutely, yes. What am I vaping on? I'm vaping on a billet box with a vape shell inside it. In that billet box, I have got, what have I got in there? G&T. Crack is what is in there. 45 milligram with a vape shell. It's making me burp a lot. I just also that.
Yeah.
It is nice though. That is making me burp a lot. Next up, I've got an RX-75 on top of 735. That came out as 75. On top of that, I've got a saver. Inside the saver, I've got crack currant at 45 milligram. Delicious. And last but by no means least, I have got a Turnwood FX super duper mod. On top of that is the thing. I'm going to take it off because now I'm saying it. It is, what's it called?
Karma.
There you go.
Good grief, John. Are you fancying the new one? The new collab with them Diswan peoples?
With Dean. Yeah. I'd already seen the prototypes a couple of months ago. It does look great. Yeah. In this, I've got Downline and Burdock by Jeffries. That's quite good. That's very, very nice indeed.
It's awesome, isn't it? I love it. I love it.
Yes, that is what I've got. If I had any catalog. If I had a catalog and I could choose anything, I was trying to think of something I'd always ask for Christmas and was never allowed. Oh, I don't know. Anything. Yeah, I'd probably have a little, like a Cessna aeroplane. Now, I know I'm scared of flying, but I'd buy a Cessna little single prop, because the single, if you don't know what I'm talking about, anybody watching, you've got to go on YouTube. You can get installed a parachute for your plane. So if it all goes wrong, just pull a big lever and a parachute pops out the back. Fucking having that. So I'll have a Cessna with the parachute installed. Can't crash.
Did you see the single prop Cessna that landed on the motorway in the States this week?
Yes. Yeah.
I think I'd leave the Cessna flying to you, mate.
When I did stand up a few years ago, the guy who was doing the auditions before you could go on, Harry, he lived at an airport, but one of the, one of the little regional airports. He lived there. Sorry, no, his property backed onto it. He had a Cessna, so he and his family on like a Friday, they'd walk out their back gate, get in the plane, fuck off to France for the weekend, and then come and land by the back gate again. And
I will find a picture and I will share it in the group of a plane crash that happened in front of us. A little single prop, that engine failed.
Was everyone okay before you share it? Oh.
Yeah, everyone survived. We carried one of the guys out.
Oh, right, okay.
But I ain't never getting in a small plane again in my life, because it's effectively a washing machine with wings.
That's true.
And when the washing machine runs out of electricity, it falls out of the fucking sky.
Pull the parachute. See, that's why it's fucking genius. James, how's your week been? What did you have for lunch? What you drinking on? What you vaping on? And the catalogue question to you. So
Cool.
I'm gonna go and grab a lamp so I stop looking like the second coming.
Okay, then I shall talk about the things that I have done this week and that sort of thing and what I'm vaping on. Okay, thanks very much, John. I know you're off there. Go on, off you go. It's okay. You don't need to stay. And you can't hear us now. I know you got your headphones out. Yeah, off he goes. Thanks very much, John and Brad and everybody. Week has been all right. It's been a canny week. It hasn't been awesome. The kids off. We've all got flu, sort of lurgy, cold sort of things. So we haven't really been anywhere, and it's been a bit of a bummer that in that respect, I suppose. It's been kind of lazing about watching TV and that sort of thing. And kids TV. Normally, up until quite recently, we were a CBeebies house, but in the last few weeks, and maybe a little bit longer than a few weeks, we seem to have upgraded, or not upgraded, but changed to a CITV house. And so you've got adverts on there, and the adverts they come thick and fast, and obviously it's coming to Christmas, and they're all toys, and they are just absolutely crazy. So we've been watching a bit of telly for us being, like I say, off this week, and all been filled with lurg. And I've really noticed how they just bombard, and they're like 7 seconds long. Kids, buy this. Oh, you're a boy. You need this. Buy this now. It's Batman, and he fights the thing in his eye. Whoa, the girls. Oh, do. Here's a little thing, and it goes backwards and forwards like that, and it's epilepsy inducing. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But
actually, that brings us a good question: is at what age will you introduce your kids to Rick and Morty?
Oh, that's good grief. That's a late one, isn't it? It's a late one. I've just been I've been saving up me. I do this thing on. I just bought Rick and Morty this week. I bought all of Rick and Morty this week. I do this thing on my phone, which is called Google Rewards. Have you got Google Rewards on your phone?
No.
It's a thing where it's basically Google. It's a survey. It's a survey. The ping every day, every couple of days, and then Google pay you for the survey. And it's like, have you been to these? Have you been to these shops recently? And it gives you a list of shops, and it's like Forbes and Mason, such and such in Halifax, Aldi, Halfords, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know where I've been. Google, you follow us around on my phone. Click Aldi. Did you spend with your credit card? Did you spend with a debit card? Did you pay in cash? Did you just browse? Dink, paid with cash. 27 pence. And a page of this, and it does that every couple of, and it's other things as well. Like they'll throw in like a secret one, like be that the Aldi question that'll be like, and what's your annual income? Tell us now, or that sort of thing. Are you married? Do you have children? Or would you be interested in this advert? So they are a bit secret, but I had like 27 quid or something in there of doing these surveys. They take a second. You go bonk, 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 16 pence or whatever, and it's different money every time. Yeah. So I bought Rick and Morty with them. I bought all 3 seasons off Play Store. So they're all on my phone. But it'll be a long time before I introduce young James to Rick and Morty. Albeit them absolutely fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So I'm watching them again. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's my week. Oh, what else have I been doing this week? This week I've been watching Making a Murderer 2.
No spoilers. I haven't read it.
Would I ever, John?
I'm going to watch it though. I liked it. I liked the first season. It was good.
I would not do a spot, but it's worth watching. It is gripping. There is a new she's got a new lawyer.
New lawyer. Yeah. I've been following it.
She's mean. She is mean. It's been good. It's been very, very good. So I've done that. So that's it. I've been with that. What am I vaping on? I am vaping on. As always, I've got the Infinity Mods IM356. Get that one, Brad. Get it. The IM356. With a Vita V2 on top and a whistle on top of there, and that has got tobacco crunching from concentrate as it always has. I've got the Dwarf. I'm vaping on the Dwarf with me. It's got Turkey at 8 milligram Nic Salt, and that's on the Pro 101. And I am still vaping on the Chris Scott Mackenzie Keo with a nuts, 18 milli nuts on top, and this is some sort of drip tip. I can't remember where that drip tip came from, but I did want to quickly. I posted a pickup on the nuts group. I did want to just quickly show the inside of this nuts. It's threaded. Like I'll show you. It's crazy. It's crazy. All these addies are coming out, and they've all got like super duper airflow that does this and does that and does the other, and they've got domed, reduced caps and all this sort of thing. And this nuts is. It's got none of them things, and yet the flavour is fantastic. It's quite heavily threaded. There's quite a few turns there. Say that there's nothing in there. It's just a top cap. It's just a top cap. The positive, it's a bit dirty. I'll look at that. It's a bit of a scruffy build in there. But this is just what I'm vaping on. I haven't like built it all special to show you on the show or anything else. I'm just a vapor dude. I'm just a dude vaping. The positive pin is in the middle. It's got the negative is on the outside. There is absolutely nothing to it. There's nothing to it. There's nothing fancy. Note like that. It is fantastic. The flavour is unbelievable. It's great. In there, I've got Dandelion Bird by Jeffrey's Vintage Vape, and it's easily as good as in the Viper. And I really, really like it. I haven't had a lot of 18mm at these. I've had the Fury by Hellfire. I have had the Berserker by them people, and that is it kicks the arse of both of those easily, hands down. Absolutely kicks the arse. It's brilliant, laddie. I love them nuts. They're really, really great. So that's what I'm vaping on. What am I drinking on? I haven't even poured it yet. I've got a Star of Prom in there. I'm just about to pour that into my glass. And what did I have for my lunch? I had a sandwich. I always have a sandwich. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start documenting the sandwiches. It feels as though I'm going I've got a sandwich. People are going, he's had another sandwich. There's no man eats that many sandwiches. I'm going to start documenting them. I have 5 sandwiches a week. I'm going to start documenting. I'm going to put a slideshow together. I'm going to put it on the group. People will hate it and probably throw stones at us. Anyway, so that's where if I had the magic catalogue, I mean, I could. Some people like, oh, well, I want something expensive. You know what I would really like? I know them old Macs, them old Apple. It's not Apple II, Apple CE or whatever it was called. The beige one. There's like a beige tower with the little screen built in. Yes. I like one of them. But take the screen out and put either a little telly in there or a fishbowl. Something like that. I'd depend. I'd circle them both in the magic catalogue. I'd be like, oh, I don't want that one, and then maybe just wait and see what the Magic Catalog man brought us. But that's what I'd quite fancy. To me, you kind of buy them, can you? I mean, if you had a lot of, you probably can't buy
I would
them.
suggest going for the telly because you have a bad track record with fish.
That is true. What I'd end up with is a lovely casing with just water, just like water in there, just all the time. Just
sea monkeys. You could get sea monkeys.
Yeah, I've had sea monkeys. Sea monkeys are crap, aren't they?
They are the shittest thing. Yeah.
But they're difficult to kill. It's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, you can bring it back to life.
Rest in peace, Bob. Rest in peace. Yeah, so that's me. Okay, let's move on. Let's do some proper. How we doing for time? Oh, not bad. There's only 3 of us, 25 past. Let's move on to some proper stuff. Let's move on to some news. John, I believe you have been reviewing the news. What's going on in the vaping world this week?
What's going on in the vaping world? Yeah,
you've got some information to tell us all about.
We have. We've got a little. It's kind of a little bit of a breaking-ish story in the last couple of days. Not really breaking news. Don't know why I said that. This is on USA Today. I think this is really important, actually. Juul, our favourite American company. Right. This is the headline. I'll use words. I'm going to try and use words rather than noises.
Yeah, real words.
E-cigarette company Juul boosts lobbying spending by 167% amid FDA scrutiny. I'll burst you a couple of paragraphs off. Juul Labs has increased its spending on lobbying efforts by 167% in the third quarter from the previous quarter as the Food and Drug Administration and Congress continue to scrutinize the leading e-cigarette manufacturer over the popularity of its products with teenagers. The company spent $560,000 on lobbying from July to the end of September, according to a disclosure form released Tuesday. The company initially reported spending almost $1.2 million on lobbying in the third quarter, but it filed an amendment to correct that number. Juul Labs spokeswoman Victoria Davis told USA Today. That's what she told them. That is what she told them. But I think it's if you can't beat them, join them. The tobacco companies are doing exactly the same. They're lobbying, that's who's causing the e-cigarette thing. So they're putting their money behind their products, and I think definitely they've got to do it.
Yeah, I like it. I really like it. I mean, I know we've had run-ins with Juul in the past because of X, Y, and Z. However, they're not big tobacco.
No, exactly. That's what the point has always been. It's nothing. It doesn't get away from the fact it's old tech, but it's not interesting to us. But I've been vaping 6 years, and you've all been vaping for both been vaping for a long time. But the product's not aimed at us.
Yeah. It's not. However, like you said, it is all tech. It really is all tech. But it's one of them things where like anything that comes successful, McDonald's, people call McDonald's burgers and that sort of thing. However, once upon a time, McDonald's was just a restaurant in America, one restaurant serving burgers that people liked, and then they opened another one, and then it became a chain, and then they're massive. And it's up people take pot shots at them, but they were just at one point, they were just kind of a victim of their own success, I suppose.
Yeah. If you look at the likes of Philip Morris, they're chasing the coattails of Juul, and so British American Tobacco doing exactly the same thing. Yeah. They're all chasing the coattails of Juul. Juul have become a force to be reckoned with as an independent company in a capitalist market. It's an incredible feat to achieve. I think it's ridiculous, especially in the US. They should be lauded as champions at what they do. Absolutely.
I know they give the percentage of how much they increased it, but did they actually give the number?
Yeah, it was 167% increase in lobbying.
Yeah, but the actual number in dollars.
Yeah,
160% increase of 100 quid.
No. It was, well, they were misquoted. So there's an amendment in the piece, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So thank you for asking me again. They brought out the way put it.
Sorry.
It's okay. The second quarter was $210,000. It was initially reported. Sorry, they spent $560,000. It was initially reported they spent 1.2 million on lobbying the third quarter, but they filed an amendment to correct that number.
Okay.
So they spent $560,000.
They're spending 1% of their company value. No, 0.1% of their company
0.1%,
value.
yeah. So in the previous quarter, they'd put in 210,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
So I mean, from 210 to 560,000 is pretty fucking.
Yeah, it'll make a big difference. But also, when tobacco companies are throwing hundreds of millions, although this does kind of lead into one of the sections I had in my news, if you don't mind me jumping on the train.
Okay, go for it.
Not that one. Here we go. And I'm going to absolutely trash the name of this company, because how do you pronounce something like Altria Holtz? Oh, no, that's part of the sentence. Altria. Altria is the holding company which owns Philip Morris and Marlboro and the likes. They also...
Yeah.
Sorry?
Philip Morris is that they own Philip Morris because Philip Morris owned Marlboro.
Yeah. So down the ladder, but same thing. They also own several vaping brands. All seem to be pod-based, pod liquid-based. Their response to the FDA's investigation into the flavor issues, the flavor ban, and investigating the marketing and advertising tactics within the vaping industry, I can't fault them on their response, because it's, I think, because
they wrote the question, so they responded.
Yeah,
it's got to be pretty fucking simple.
Oh
fuck me. Queen Sheba. Yeah, no, you're right. Did you write that question? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Well, listen to their response to it here is they've halted all sales of liquid flavoring, excluding tobacco, menthol, and mint varieties. Mm-hmm. They've halted the sales of their pods, of their what's the thing that goes into the top of a pod called?
Drip tip.
No, pod.
It is the pod. It's a pod system, isn't it? It's a pod.
Yeah, it's a pod system.
Thank you. Okay, I need another sip. Sorry.
Drink it down, Brad.
Yeah, so they've halted the sale of their own pods, and I think, John, you hit the nail on the head. They designed that question knowing that they could afford for this to be their answer.
You're talking about they've got a cost price of about $3, not $3. Fucking hell, fucking 10 cents. Chucking it away, and not only that, they had time to run down their own stock because they fucking built the fucking thing.
Yeah,
they built the regulation.
Regardless of cost, there is a loss in revenue, and we know they've got massive margins. There's a loss in revenue for 6 to 9 months, however long that this FDA take with the response. But their response, I think, is a hint of genius on their part, because they know how to behave in the market. They know how to get the FDA on their side. They're going down the right route, whether the vaping companies are or aren't. I don't know.
They lobbied for the flavour ban. However, that's exposed. I don't really care. It will be exposed at some point. They lobbied for the flavour ban. They knew it was going to happen. It's not. They're not wise. They wrote the fucking form.
Yeah.
I agree. There's like in the chat. Andrew in chat has said they want us to buy it just like cigarettes. But that's the exact point. But they've got tax per mil. But the thing is, the tax will come later. They know when I've been banging this thing. What we're going into? It'll be 3 years in November. When we right out of the gate, I was whining on and saying this is a fucking trick. It's a trick. The whole thing's bullshit. They know the money in it. In the UK at the moment, they can't get a foothold on the market. Don't be the government. It's a pain in the arse. You can work with it. Tobacco companies, when they're looking at the margins they can make if they claim the whole thing for themselves, they are fucking going to be. You'll be rinsed.
Yeah. 1
mil pods in the supermarket, 5-pack for 20 quid. That's what they want.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want.
It costs like 20p. They're not arsed. They're going to make so much money.
I agree 100%.
Just keep
the way the market's going to go.
Yeah, but it's that thing of it may be in our own Facebook group. I was a little reactive with somebody who was selling blue products in their shop. But you made that choice, and for making that choice, I'm allowed to say you're a fuckhead, because you are a fuckhead, because all you've done is screw over your customers, because the price per mil is extraordinary.
Yeah. We made John angry. Yay!
Oh no, not this early in the show, man. Not this early.
There'll be more. There'll be more. Don't worry about it. Still got loads.
Yeah, I've got more news to make John angry, so don't worry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think James has got a new product to tell us about.
Yes. So less serious news, more vapey type stuff news.
I bet it's 21 mil.
It's not. Have you got some pictures there for us, John? Can you?
I really fucking haven't, but I'll try.
Can you hold your phone up? Shall I hold my phone?
No. If you just do a rundown, you keep them busy, son. Keep them busy.
Yeah. So I don't know when this came out. I only heard about it this week. This is and it's something I've never heard of before. This is like a reboot, a remix, a redux. It's a new old product. This is the Chalice Retro from Mark Bugs. And now will be an awesome time to put the picture up, John.
Oh yeah, don't worry, we're getting there.
Yeah, so I saw this on the dot mod site. I know the dash mod, the Italian site sells Lucoses and that sort of thing. Oh, they certainly did. And this is a remake of beautiful. Look at that. We've got stuff in the corner.
Yeah, don't worry, that's going. That is going.
That's brilliant. So this is it here. Oh, awesome, John. John, that is awesome. So this is the Chalice Retro, which is a remake of the Chalice 2 from Mark Bugs. It's 14 milli. It's a BF. Obviously, it's got to be BF. You bring in this sort of size, and it can't possibly be anything else. It's 14 milli. It's got a 1.2 millimeter airflow fixed single coil. It is. It's quite bonny looking. I'd rather like the look.
Don't hate it. I'm not going to knock it. I think it's not a bad idea at all to bring something back. It works.
So I mean, it is a little bit different. Go back. It is a little bit different from the original Chalice 2. The posts are the other way around, and it's no longer got. I can't remember whether they were hex or whatever before, but it's now got flathead. It's now got flathead screws for your capture posts, which I like. I really, if you're stuck, you can use a credit card or whatever. You can fabricate something to change your cord or tighten them up, whatever. I like flathead screws in a capture post. It's going to be €85 from Dot Mod. In the kit, you're going to get a couple of spare screws. And you're going to get that drip that you can see there, and that is the new Chalice, the new old Chalice from Mark Bugs. Obviously, it's in the media blasted finish where he always uses, and I like it. I really like it. I think it looks dead cool.
The moment you said it's beautiful, in the back of my mind, I knew it's going to be 14 mil.
It is. It's 14 mil. It's a 14 mil. Yeah, it's a 14 mil. But it looks nice, and you know that the quality of the gear is good. It's going to be machined beautifully. Mark Bugs, he knocks it out of the park every single time. He
does. I mean, I remember the first time I saw the Wizard's Apprentice, the mod. It was one of the first things I ever saw and thought. It was incredible. At the time, no one was making anything like that. Nobody. It was amazing. It had a fucking screen. I'd never seen anything fucking like it in my life.
Yeah. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And you rarely see them. And don't get us wrong, they are quite large. But if you've got a 21 Milati, if you've got a gem or whatever, what a great combo! Absolutely beautiful combo. I love Mark Bowes. I absolutely love him. He's a little bit off the wall, but he's consistent. He's really consistent with his gear. Always high quality machining. Always great flavour. To be honest with you, I have no idea why I've not got a chalice. I had a chalice 3 when I first started smoking, and I moved on.
I had a chalice. I had the 3. I wasn't that much of a fan, to be fair. I think he's right to go back.
Well, I mean, I think I could be the one to get. We'll see. Christmas.
We'll see in a month or two how readily available they are.
It could be. They're never normally that bad, I will say, compared to some people. Brad, you are.
All right. I am going to do a different piece of news. And this one is, I actually want both of your opinions on it, because, John, this might make you slightly happier than my last little bit. Only slightly, just a little bit. And I want to know whether you think something like this coming to the UK would be a good thing or not, because it's the FDA is set to consider limiting e-cigarette sales to vape shops to curb youth use. And when I first read that, I thought they're limiting the vape shops. But when you carry on in the article, it's the other way around. They've done their favorite thing to do, useless fucking studies. And it's come out that the guilty parties in most cases of selling to underage people and to selling the wrong thing to people is not from vape shops. It's from your corner cafes. It's from the likes of the American equivalent of the Tesco's and Sainsbury's, that kind of thing.
Is that? I know. I can totally see the point. So people are buying stuff from pound shops, whatever.
Yeah.
It's such a difficult thing. As soon as you step into things like licensing shops, it's stealth tax. I mean, because it is. I don't think you need to stealth tax. I think you could, just ban. I don't know. And selling somebody the wrong thing, you don't need to ban that. Like an adult.
Not ban it, but is it not?
No, but that's tough shit. You are. We can all do that, can't we?
Well, when I say the wrong thing,
I'm
paraphrasing the article here.
Yeah.
So it's e-cigarette sales should be confined to vape shops, according to the Commissioner Scott Gottlieb. Many teens are illegally buying e-cigarettes, and then they bring up our favorite Juul from brick and mortar retail stores. Regulators, blah, blah, blah. The usual bullshit they go on to high school kids, teenagers.
Totally agree with that. Fuck them off. Yeah. If you get doorstep twice and you fail, you're fucked. Get off.
If sales are limited to vape shops only, not that it would do away with the likes of Juul.
It never happened in the UK ever.
Yeah, but not that it would do away with those brands, but it would do away with their stronghold, their monopoly going forward. Because when someone does come in, their selection isn't 2 products smashed next to a pack of cigarettes.
I agree. Not next to. In the UK, obviously you can't see the cigarettes.
Yeah,
behind the thing, and you
can't see them, but you fucking know they're there.
Yeah, but you can see they don't have to cover vapor products, do they? They're all out on display. In my local Tesco, they are. It's such a difficult thing to avoid the stealth tax problem. Banning on the high street, then it comes into the thing that me and James have conflicting yet agreeing opinions on. Is the point of vaping to stop people smoking? Yes.
Yeah.
Are people going to walk in vape shops? Some people won't. So you need to hit them where they go. So if they go to Tesco, that's a really difficult question. Do I want Tesco to sell vaping products? If the other option is cigarettes, then yeah.
Of course. Gotta be. And you know, you see in that it's sold alongside cigarettes. And I know that they're hidden now, but that hidden aspect, is that not more conspicuous than anything else? It's much more conspicuous.
If I still smoked now and they hid them, that would only make me want to smoke more.
Of course, and not just that. Every time you saw a roller shut it down, you'd be like, I really fancy a towel.
Yeah. And the other thing is, it feels even better if I went in there now and went 20 Benson and they went, I'd be like, wicked. Before, it was quite naughty. Now, nearly perverted. Give me 40.
Meet me in the car park and bring me them tabs.
Yeah. Give me 40 and you're nursing a little chubby.
Yeah, definitely. It's not. It's just. The more illegal you make something, the more the ludicrousness becomes. So to an extent, I like for vaping companies in the UK, obviously it'd be massive. Well, hey, it's never going to fucking happen. Should you get doorstepped like they do with alcohol, which they do it all the time? Two goes, you lost your license. Yeah, but I don't agree with the licensing system. So it'd have to be okay. Rather than a licensing system, you're banned from selling them.
Yeah, you just need to. It's just you just change the word, don't you? That's all it is. You just change the word. It doesn't have to be a license, but you're not allowed to sell them anymore.
And that should happen with every fucker. If you're a vape shop and they send in a kid, because the one my local the local shop, the company I work for, Vaping Emporium, they've been tested. They had a kid and it like who looked 13 try and buy a vaping product, and they were asked to be removed. I've been there when parents have brought their kid in, and the kid surreptitiously goes, "It's the blue one. Get the blue one and watermelon." Then they come to the counter, and the cashier goes, "I'm not going to serve you." And they go, no, it's for me. And they go, it isn't. And they go, yeah, no, it is. And they go, well, it don't really matter, because the brilliant thing about in the UK, we reserve the right to serve anyone. So piss off. So it's all down to that. I mean, really, yeah. Let's bring it. It'll come in at some point anyway. Two goes and you're fucked. Banned.
Yeah, it's a difficult question.
And selling shit products to somebody, that don't make any difference, because that's self-policing. Keep doing it, because that's your fucking business. You're absolutely fucked, because people will say, "Don't go there, it's crap. You'll get this."
Or people just want back in. People go back to cigarettes. There is an alternative that they're all used to. That 99.5% of people, or whatever, are used to. If you sell them something that isn't at least equivalent to that, and it should be better, then people won't come back. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, let's move swiftly along before we go further down that rabbit hole.
Oh, is it me? It's me, isn't it?
It's you, mate. It's you.
Oh, yeah, it's you.
Oh, yes. We're going to go with everybody's favourite paper. It's absolutely true, because I read it in the Daily Mail. That's what we love. Don't we? Hold on 1 second for some adjustments. Right, the Daily Mail ran a fantastically brilliant article. Obviously, I mean, you don't need to say that. I said the Daily Mail, so you know it's going to be a quality. And what that brilliant article is loading, because it's the Daily Mail. Here we go. This is what they've gone with. Fuck me, it's even from today in the Daily Mail online.
We are so up to date.
I just love it. I love it. E-cigarettes. Fuck me. Thanks, Daily Fuckfaces. A advert just played up front of my screen. E-cigarettes prevent wound healing. Study says patients should be banned from vaping.
Sorry, John, I've not read this article.
Study says patients should be banned from vaping for 2 months before surgery to avoid complications. Vaping devices are tipped as safe alternatives to cigarettes because they strip out the combustible chemicals of tobacco. But a new study from Boston University shows vapes have the same effect. That's literally just says the same effect as what, I don't know. The nicotine hampers the process where injured flaps of skin join together. Surgeons warn patients who vape be told to quit in weeks before surgery. There's no actual evidence, but I'm just gonna.
I think the problem there is your surgeon has left flaps of skin flailing in the wind, hoping
one of those minimum flaps. They've actually got a picture of somebody using somebody sub-tank wankering is their picture.
I actually keep a little 10ml squonk bottle in my flaps.
My flaps.
I think that's the problem. The problem is that people are stashing 8650s in the flaps and extra bottles of juice in the flaps and spared, just general
bits of wire, little roll of wire.
Yeah.
Some of those foldable scissors.
Yeah.
I always keep a pair of my flaps.
You know what they really need to do? They need to produce a leaflet. That's what they need to do. Produce a pamphlet.
This is it. We've got to carry. Let me just give you some other. These are non-facts, by the way. Vaping prevents wounds from healing, warns new research. Patients are advised to stop smoking normal cigarettes for at least a month before operations such as plastic surgery. Nicotine, the addictive ingredient, is known to restrict blood flow and raise the risk of complications for cigarette smokers. Although e-cigarettes strip out the combustible chemicals of tobacco, a new study shows the devices have the same effect, hampering the process where injured flaps of skin joined together. There is an amazing bit there here.
That has to be the quote of the show: injured flaps.
This is the study though. This is quite good. In experiments on rats, Dr. Spiegel and colleagues found vaping affected skin wounds healing, causing damage similar to that of conventional smoking. Both forms resulted in more of the tissue dying, which delays wound healing. They said the same would apply to humans. Based on who the fuck is doing plastic surgery on a rat and getting it to vape? That's the weirdest fucking.
If that was Netflix's new series, I'd be watching that, John. I'd be watching that.
Yeah, a rat with breast augmentation.
This is Sheila the rat. She's got a butt implant, lipo skin, and a new nose. It's like the Queen.
They'll have some red stare, Sheila.
There was a great. This is just. I was trying to find the fantastic little snippet. He said, this is one of the researchers, Dr. Spiegel, said they were inspired by a call from the US Food and Drug Administration for research on the safety of e-cigarettes. Hello? Who is it? It's Frank from the FDA. You don't want to put a couple of tits on a rat, do you? Make it vape. Yeah, I mean, nothing else to do. Might as well. He said vaping is gaining in popularity among youth, first-time and current smokers. However, evidence of its safety, particularly its association with wound healing, is inadequate. Studies suggest e-cig fluids contain more cancer-causing chemicals such as formaldehyde. Others show vaping pens can release heavy metals, chemicals, and glass particles found in the welding material and tubing for the device. I mean, what the fuck are they on about? What they're on about is the CE4s and shit they burnt years ago with fucking lead solder that were insulated with glass. You can't get glass out of the tube, you massive cock monkey. Fuck off.
You know what it is? I love these things because you just go, oh, look at them unfacts. I love them unfacts because it breaks it all down and you go, it's bullshit. Oh, I love them unfacts. Let them unfacts just swish over us like that. Oh, I'm just swimming in the unfacts. Lovely. Oh.
I got to give you the quote, though. The quote that I liked for the article. Dr. Spiegel said, the unfavorable association of traditional cigarettes. The The unfavourable association of traditional cigarette smoking with wound healing and flap viability has been well documented. has been well documented. Of course it has. We all know about flap viability.
Oh, I know, but it's all anecdotal evidence. So it's like, I mean, we've all heard it, but I've not seen any studies. It's all anecdotal, isn't it?
How your flaps? Not good, mate. Not good at all.
I'm sick of seeing Facebook statuses like that. I'm really
bored shitless. Stop vaping. Look at your flaps. I know. Don't. I love it. I can't stop. Fucking load of shit.
That's a really good article, John. I like that a lot.
All right, James, I think you're up, mate.
I am. Right, okay, so the next one is John's already kind of sneaked a pick.
Was that what it was? Sorry.
It was. This is something that if Rick was here, I wouldn't have put this up because really it would sit in Mod Showcase. However, I saw it again. I was really quite impressed. It was something I'd not really seen before. The shape, the kind of the augmentation of the parts. I liked it a lot. So this is from Herbie. This is from Infinium. And it all went wrong.
No,
we're good. That's it. Look at the etching on that. Isn't that a great etch?
Yes.
So it's the one on the left I'm talking about. That's my left.
Yeah, Herbie. Well, somebody else said in the chat, and it's totally true. Herbie's incredible. Yes, he's ginger, but he's good as well.
He is. Well, I mean, we can't say that about all of them. Let's just make a blank assumption about them all. But
I'm married to one. I can make all the assumptions I like.
So this is a build stand. It looks a lot like a mod. It's different. It's totally different. It's not like any build stand I've ever seen before. So this is the build stand from Infinium. I presume this is for sale. I didn't get information from Herbie earlier. This is a 2700 build stand. Next one. Go on, see the next one. There we go. That's his 3-fitting mod in the foreground there. So it's a 2700. It's a DNA 75 onboard charging, as you can probably tell, was built in there. It's all soldered with silver wire, and it's got some great little feet. You know where it is? I like this so much. I could kind of see myself.
I like that. It's fucking. I really like the fact it's discreet. It's not massive. They're always fucking huge.
It's not massive. It's not. I mean, you can see there is a little bit of space. It's not super maximised the space there, but it's a good size. It's going to be a good size. It's going to be a good weight for a build stand. You see, it's got the rubber feet on there. It's got the cheeky little on the bottom with the kind of Mickey gloves, rubber feet. They say DNA 75, 2700 onboard charging. I think this one is for sale. Hopefully, he makes some more of them. It's got the red rum thing on the side.
That's what I was trying to read.
It is super cool. It is super duper cool. And like I was going to say there, what I was going to say there was that I could almost see myself using this to vape. I can kind of sort of semi-imagine how you could kind of pick it up and it's a bit different. I know it's a bit different, but do you want to put the next pick up for us, John, please?
Yes.
So here's the internals, and you can see they are super clean. I mean, Herbie's work is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. They are super clean. You notice the lack of much glue, and that's, you know what I mean. He's a great modder. It's all insulated. It's all
absolutely fantastic modder. Yeah, Herbie's up there.
You can see that what we've got is we've got apart from the up down buttons, everything else is silver, and I really like I say, normally this would have been part of the mod showcase. I couldn't wait for the next couple of weeks for Rick to come back, and I just wanted to show it off. I thought it was absolutely excellent. I don't know whether he's going to make a lot of these. Next one, is there another one there, John?
Yes.
Yeah, look there, it's there. The etch, look how deep the etch is. It's a little the orientation of the buttons and the 510. Totally different from anything else I've seen on a build stand.
Herbie's, and I will say, Herbie's another person. You know, we were talking about people who are generous with their time and knowledge. Herbie's another one who does it too. If people, I know people have asked him about etching, and Herbie's given them information because he's a fucking good bloke.
Oh, he was giving up. He was giving up just on this very thread. He was giving up information on what he was using for the.
Yeah. I mean, fucking hell, that's incredible when that's what you do, and then you go, yeah, you want to do it as well. No, I do it like that.
It's not just what he does; it's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, he's potentially taking away a business from himself. It's what he does for a living.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. I think it's probably the highest end build station, whatever you want to call it, I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I think the etching is super cool. The orientation is super cool. You know that you've seen the internals. They are going to be super cool, super accurate. It's great. I love it. I really love it. That's from Herbie at Infinium.
Sweet.
Cool. Well, I'm going to hop into my last piece of news there, and I'm not going to show you pictures because the pictures associated with this news article, you will have to wait until the shredding time because we're going to potentially shred this pile of wank pot. But I don't know how many Omis use Instagram, but my Instagram feed has been flooded with this crap for the last week, and it appears
now
that
you're trying to fuck me off again, aren't you?
Yes. I'm now. This article is only here so we can watch John boil, not boil. John's blood boil. Vitamin vapes are back, and they seem to be targeting the gym market with a string of vitamin B vapes, which they're marketing as pre-workout. And they've got a whole bunch of celebrity what are people called that work out a lot?
Endorsements?
Gym bunnies?
Gym bunnies, but like the professional gym bunnies, what are they called? Bodybuilder, there we go. They've got a bunch of professional bodybuilders basically promoting these products on Instagram and vaping it before they go in.
Spin them around so you can see the steroid hump, because you probably won't be able to do that with the vitamin B.
Exactly. And the article goes on to say the same sort of thing. It's vitamin B, it's citrus flavored vitamin B mist.
They're trying to, but there's another part of it, isn't there? Because I did pick it up when I was scanning the news, and they're actually lobbying to ban it, aren't they? Because it's not only it's pointless. That's why they're trying to ban it. Inhaling. Oh fuck me! It's going back and back. Let's go back and 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 back. Oh fuck! Only a very specific amount of chemicals are fucking absorbable readily by the human body. Nicotine is readily absorbable. The nicotine pouches were invented when a chemist knocked over some nicotine that he was working with, got in his hand, and he collapsed and OD'd and realised that how readily available nicotine was by touching it. And when the first nicotine patch was a cotton wool bud soaked in nicotine that he sellotaped to his wife's arm, which she knew about it, to stop her smoking.
I can hope so.
To stop her smoking.
It's the first date rape drug.
Fuck's sake.
I had to take it there.
What's not though? We know for a fact caffeine is not readily available. It's banned by the vaping legislation in the UK. Bans caffeine as an additive in vaping because it's pointless. That's the only reason it's banned. It's absolutely fucking pointless. Can you absorb vitamins in a similar fashion? No, you can't. It's so inefficient. It's pointless. Take them, and not only that, even if fuck me, they've got to move slowly through your body. When you take vitamins, I've watched people. I used to work with a guy who went vegan, and I was talking to him. It was about 11 o'clock in the morning. We both had a coffee. He had a coffee. He picked up some pills, put them in his mouth, drank some coffee, and swallowed the pills. And I said, "What were they?" And he went, "Oh, because I'm now vegan." And I said, "Okay, so what were they?" He said, "Iron, zinc, and something else." I said, "Right, so heavy metal." He said, "Yeah." I said, "You can't just down them with a cup of coffee at 11 o'clock. Don't work. You have to. You get them slowly through your body by lumping on top of food is a pretty good way, but you can't inhale vitamin B. No."
But it has irritated me, and when it made my blood boil, I knew it would set you off. And like, I have to put that in. I'm going to set John off on a tangent.
Fucking pricks.
When I next see you, I fully expect a slap in the face.
Nah, lovely.
Okay. Where are we?
Oh, we
James,
are.
John.
Yes, me. And we are Expo the Return.
That's where we are.
So it's Expo the Return tomorrow. For anyone who would be deemed as press or working in the vaping industry. Sorry, it's B2B day. That's what I mean to fucking say. It's B2B, business to business, tomorrow at the NEC or whatever the fuck it's called in Birmingham. It starts tomorrow and it's open to the public on Saturday. Richard and I are the OHMIGOS hosts who are going to be there. But we'll be there tomorrow. I think I'm getting there about midday. I think Richard's going to get there a bit earlier than that. I just want to run through just a couple of the boring bits and bobs. Go over to the web. One of the things I would do is go over to Vape Expo UK website if you want to check the list of vendors. They're all up. You've got your liquids, your hardware and everything else. It's all down there. Have a look, see who you want to hit. Make sure you do get your mappy thing at the beginning. I'm going to go through the do's and don'ts of vaping in an event. Don't put your mod down. You know, you do it if you're on a table with your mates. That's absolutely fine. Don't put your mod down on a stand. It will get nicked. Don't put your bag down. It will get nicked. That is through raw experience. That every single fucking show, there's always some poor bastard afterwards saying, "Does anybody seen?" The people go there to steal things. That is why they're there. They're only there to steal stuff. Sadly, that's just a reflection of society. But there's nothing you can do. If you're not going, don't be one of those fucking Facebook fuckheads who seem to want to review shit they're not at or going to. Don't do that. Do as you should do when your other half's going out. If your other half says, "I'm going out," don't say, "Don't get drunk." Don't say, be back by a certain time. You've only got to say, have a nice time. That's all you got to say. That's it. Done. Because otherwise you'll come back pissed at 4 a.m. Everybody knows that. Because I would definitely do that. If you went, "Don't have too much to drink," I would go out and go, "You've seen nothing yet, you fuckface."
Secrets to a Successful Life by John Martin.
That's totally true, isn't it? There's a personal hatred of mine when if you're at somebody's house and their other half's going out on a girly night out and they go, "See you later, enough. Don't drink too much, fuck's sake, be back by 1. I'd be like, "Oh yeah."
I'll see you next week Tuesday then.
You think you've seen drunk? You ain't seen shit. I'm gonna do some fucking crack just to see what it's like, you fuckhead. No, but I was going to be sarcastic. If you, but I've seen a few people on Facebook go, on posts when you go, "Who's going?" and people go, "I'm not going." It's shit. That's literally, you've predetermined something that hasn't even happened yet. Anyway, Rich and I are going to be there. We'll be there all day Friday, all day Saturday. If you're there, if you're working on a stall, if you're wandering around, come and say hi. Definitely. If you said hi once, Emily, it's not the second time you've got to do it. We're mates. You can just come over. It's totally dandy. Very likely to find Richard and I somewhere that sells alcohol. I would say if we're not at the Witherspoons outside, we'll be at the bar inside. They're the two options you've got, really. It's normally whereabouts Richard and I are. I'm trying to think of other rules.
If it was possible for them to be in two places at once, they'd be in both bars.
They'd be in both bars, definitely. Yeah. The Witherspoons is just outside the main. If you come out, well, actually, just ask somebody, because I don't know which exhibition hall it's in this time. It changes every fucking time. Has anybody else got any tips for events? I can't think of anything.
Where is this one? Is this one in the London?
Birmingham.
Oh, stay safe. Yes, that's right. I've not been. I don't go. You know, John. I was like, oh yeah. I think the show titles are to do with Vape Jam. You know. Yeah. I know nothing about things like this.
Calls 9 to 12, and Neil has just said from Golden Vape. That means nothing, but halls 9 to 12. Either way, it's easy to remember where Witherspoons is, because it's where Witherspoons is. I'm just trying to think of anything tips for us. One thing I will say with Birmingham, always make sure you know where your hotel is. I know it sounds really stupid, but loads of hotels are called Hotel NEC, and they're nowhere fucking near it. If you're a mile away, there are 3 A roads between the place you want to be, the place you're staying, and the NEC. So what you think of as a mile, fuck it, I'll walk it. It'll only be like 20 minutes. It isn't. You need a cab, and it's going to be quite expensive. It takes 20 minutes to get there. But know your things are.
Don't drink too much and be home by 1 o'clock.
What?
Don't drink too much and be home by 1 o'clock. That's
yes. Oh, and I'm going to do a special Ideal Home show only. Just had Nick prize. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the name of a Just Had Nick supplier on Saturday, who I know is at the event, and you've got to get a selfie with him and put it on the post I make, and the person who gets it right can win 2 kits of their flavors. Whoa.
Are photoshopped entries acceptable?
No, you have to take a selfie with the man himself. But I'll post a picture of that man, and you can go and find him, get your picture taken with him. And
I already know who this. But I could have a Photoshop thing up like before the end of the night, John.
No, you'd lose. Yeah, but it's not first. I'll do it. I'll draw it. Oh, saying that, I've got another prize thing going on at the moment. So that's Expo. That's the best I can do. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to think of who's going. Oh, don't forget though as well. The Vaping Bogan is there all weekend. Sam, he's really, really funny. He's really approachable. If you've always wanted to meet Sam, take the initiative and go and say hi. Sam is really, really approachable and a really nice guy. The other two, I'm only going to say people I know personally. Here we're going. Matt Cully and Vanessa from Suck My Mod are both going. They've come all the way from America land. Matt and Vanessa, they're both again incredibly approachable. If you watch Suck My Mod, the YouTube channel, and you want to go and say hi to Matt, go and say hi to Matt. They're both really, really approachable and really down to earth. And Sam, he's not this crazy. He is pretty fucking crazy, but he's a really, really nice guy. If you want to find Sam, he would definitely be in the bar. Easy, really, really easy, and all really, really nice people. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, sorry. We've got a prize going on at the moment at www.justhadnick.co.uk. A prize. I'm going to do a little drawy thing. I very much like to annoy my fabulous assistant at work, whose name is Tux. That's Toks. Tux. And Tux is working alone tomorrow, for not for the first time, but he hasn't done it many times. And you can win an RX, a Wismec Rulo Gen 3. if you place an order between now and 1 p.m. tomorrow, because that's what time Tux finishes, if you place an order and in the comment section of the order, you put hashtag AnnoyTux. Hashtag AnnoyTux, which is hashtag ANNOYTOKS. And you'll be entered into a draw. I'll do the draw on Monday and somebody will get a free Rulo Gen 3. Just because it's funny to annoy Tux.
Oh, don't tick off the Tux.
I do tick off the Tux. He'd like it. Keep him busy. Keep the day go quick, wouldn't it? That's what I'm done. James.
Yes.
You.
Oh yes. Yes. So I've got one more little new thing. This is.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it, son.
Go. It's something I wouldn't normally, but it kind of it throws back to Vape Expo a little bit with Matt from Supply Mod. This is a collaboration with Watofo and Supply Mod. This is the Watofo Serpent Elevate, which I think is new. And I don't really follow these things.
No idea.
However,
no fucking idea. You're on your own, mate.
I saw this come up yesterday, and I was like, "Oh well." The Serpent was super duper popular. I mean, the most I don't know how many gajillion they sold, but this is the updated version, and it's in conjunction with My Mod with Watofo, and it is it's an RTA. But it's 24mm. Now I know that to me goes, oh, I don't want to. But I'm sure lots of people like 24mm. So it's designed by Watofo and My Mod. It's a postless single coil RTA with a 3.5.
That's the only pick we've got, right?
No.
Oh, sorry, son. Sorry. Got it. Do you want me to go? Go forward.
Yes, go. Just flick to them. So it's.
Oh, there we go. There's better.
It's got a top. Go back one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It's got a top airflow design, which is a little bit different. I know there's not a lot of top airflow RTAs kicking about, and it is the most. For this, I'm reading from Watofo's blurb in mind. It is the most advanced air distribution structure, I presume, in anything ever. The Serpent Element is an RTA combining its past merits with current vape trends. It assures the exceptionally intense flavour. Now that's an assurance. That's from Watofo, and I presume.
Good. I will say, if they'd gone in with it with Matt has done. You know, he's kind of been around for a while. And
absolutely. I don't think this is his first collab.
No, it's not. No, I can't remember. I don't.
No, me neither. So I'll give you the.
Someone will in chat. Somebody else tell us what.
They will. There's loads of knowledgeable people like that. I don't know why they're on the show. I'm an idiot. I've got no idea why I'm here. So it's 24mm. It is. It's got 510 threading. Obviously, it's 3.5mm. It's a top fill. Would like a top fill, adjustable airflow. The insulated material is apparently German peak. It's not. It's made in China.
Not a regular peak. German
the peak is German. They've imported it all the way to China.
I had one German peak, and I wasn't allowed to leave the house after 6 p.m.
And the colours, it's going to be available in a plethora of colours. It's going to be available in black, stainless steel, grey, blue, gold, and fucking rainbow.
Fucking rainbow. I was saying that Jeffrey's dead. That is sad.
Oh, that was sad. Wasn't it Jeffrey going? That was really, really sad. I didn't like
going. What? Yeah. Jeffrey from Rainbow's dead, bro.
Any more picks? I don't
know. You tell me. Oh, black.
Yeah, there's a black. Look, there's a black. That's it.
That's the end of
it. That's it. So that's the new. It's not available at the minute. I could find very.
I think Watofo are at. I think they're at Expo. I've got a funny feeling they're at Expo. So,
well, if you're at Expo, maybe check along.
Oh, Matt's there. So Matt might have got one. Not Jim. Don't ask. There's another one. Don't ask.
Pockets full of them. If you see Matt at Expo,
don't ask people to have a go on this.
Yeah, any chance to have a go of your Elevate? Your Watofo Serpent Elevate.
The things, rank.
He's bound to let you. He's bound to let you. I mean, take your own drip tip. Take your own drip tip. Don't just presume that you're gonna swap DNA with Matt.
There you go. Craig Harrison's come up with a theorem, which he's put leak like fuck. There's a review for one of Matt's past creations.
So that's it. That is my. After I had 3 new things. That's the third one. It's the Watofo Serpent Elevate. Next, are we all?
We
all used up?
I think we're newsed up.
Yeah, we're all used up.
And Annoy Tox for free, Jen.
No, Tux. It's Tux. Say it like T-O-O-K-S. Tux.
Yeah, Tux. Sorry, we're done. Okay, let's go to Brad's. What's going in the shredder?
Someone give James another little bit of whatever he's on.
Well, we have only two options tonight, but because there's only 2 options, each option has 2 pictures.
Oh, double shred.
Double shred. So the first one is the pictures as promised of the bodybuilders punting.
I like the fact that Brad's been printing out pictures of bodybuilders.
Vitamin vape. Oh yes, you must see my search history on Google. It's horrendous. But this is what it is. This is what my news feed looks like.
He has got quite a good steroid hump going on there as well.
Yeah,
I think
he's got some
steroids.
He's got some man boobies going there. This is the picture of one of their vitamin B devices, Satan 6. The other option, as much as you hate that, the other option, I don't know, it might piss me off more. Chat will decide this. And we've seen collabs with companies, with people within the vape industry. And I've seen a rising trend lately in famous, semi-famous, and ex-sportsmen releasing their own vaping product in the States. And this is from a Celtics player called, can I read backwards? Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce. He plays for the Celtics, or used to play for the Celtics, NBA. I think that's national basketball. And he made a vape, what he describes as a pen.
He made it. Oh, right. I thought it was going to be liquid.
No, he describes it as a pen, but that's the biggest fucking pen I've ever seen. There's a video, but I don't know how to play a video, so I'm not going there. All it does is fucking turn around. I don't even show you how it works.
Right.
In the article, though, he goes on to promote it as a CBD delivery device for athletes and blah, 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 blah. Fuck, we're not going down that rabbit hole. Your votes and chat, you decide now. And while that delay ticks over, James and John, what do you hate more? Vitamin B
it's gotta be
or
it's got to be
famous faces?
For me, anyway, if it would be.
And James, my friend?
I don't like either of them. Vitamin B. Well, yeah, I tell you what, because I dislike them both equally. I'm gonna see muscly dickheads vaping in pictures. So that Brad, you get to choose, because that's.
Well, Brad doesn't get to choose because we have one of each, and chat is going both.
You can't have both.
Celebs, vitamin vape, roiders, vitamin D, vitamin bunny, vitamin B. Seriously.
Yeah, it's got to be vitamin B.
And I think chat has taken it with vitamin B. So without further ado, the shredder. And this week I loosened the cable on my camera so we can go for a close-up of the shredder. See, there's shredder.
The shredder, like it.
And in you go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Ah, vitamin B's.
Vitamin B's gone.
Why bodybuilders
Okay,
always
somebody
so
else take over while
Why are they always so short? It's
What,
disturbing.
vitamin B?
No, why are bodybuilders always midgets as well? It's really weird.
Why are bodybuilders always so short on vitamin B? Why is that? Somebody from chat. Nice. Look at the time. Look at the time, lads.
We've done well. We've done well. There's only 3 of us, and we managed to smash out hour and a half. It's probably made me fucking stuff up.
Yeah. The higher.
All right, mate. Fucking hell. Who are you? Fucking Jesus. Don't pick on me, dick.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, hold on. Let me set me up. Let me set it up.
Now this one, I can't just talk about this one until we've got the pictures.
What are we doing? I thought we were doing Travataba.
That's what. It relies heavily on the pictures.
It does. That is true. No, I'll give you that. That is mainly, and I just backed right out of everything and fuck.
Because if I just go, oh, look at that one. That one's from Andy Fairchild, and
hopefully you're going to get them right. I mean, it's all on you, that bit. I don't know who they're from. I probably will be able to tell, actually. Okay. Yeah, you were right. You nailed it. Number 1, Andy fucking Fairchild. Right, hold on one second.
It's a good one. It's not a bad one at all. I like this one.
They can't see it. What are you talking about? Don't ruin it. Right.
It spurred a little bit of debate.
We need a thing. Things that remind you of vaping,
I was going to harmonise with you and me robotic voice.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Take 2. Things that remind you of they aren't really vaping at all. Right.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay, we're here. Oh no, it all went buggery wrong. Right,
don't look. Okay, this is from Andy Fairchild. This is the tofu wiener. But check that out. It's made by Typhoon.
Oh, tofu wiener by Typhoon. It's all right because it's spelt right. I don't mind it.
It's good. I like it a lot. He plucked it out. We're talking about sausages, and that came out. Next one is from Barry Miller. This is the shed. I think we might have seen this.
I love Barry. This is a reach.
Thing is, here's the thing, John. He saw it, and what happened was, he saw it was like, oh, that reminds us of vaping. So what he did was he sent it in and we'll put it on the show.
Yep, you're right.
That old man did look miserable enough to be Scottish.
He did.
That is a man walking away from a dead sheepdog, isn't it? Another one.
I hate my life. I hate my wife. I'm going in the shed and I'm stopping there forever.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob Clark. Bob, I think
that's not bad for a Bob.
It's not bad for a. It's not bad though. I think we might have had it before. Next one is another Bob.
Oh, how am I gonna? I don't even know where this one is.
I've already zoomed in. If you want to the next one.
Oh, okay.
I'm a pro.
Oh,
no, it's not that one. Okay, we'll come up. We'll go back to that one in a second. Venom, the Venom by Hellfire. He saw it, a reminder of it, and we'll put it in there. Go again. Let's see if we can get the zoom in. We haven't got the zoom in. It's not there. I don't know why it's not there.
We'll get it.
Okay, this is from Colin Albans. It's a reach.
It's pretty good, Colin. Well done, sir.
And it actually looks like a reach around going down on there, which is appalling.
It looks kind of religious, which is disturbing. Next one. This is
it was clever as well, because I for a second I went, nah. Who's it from, James? Sorry.
It's from Flitzy. It's from
Flitzy, and it's a mesh tea bag, isn't it?
It is. It's as mesh as you like. It's posh. I mean, it looks like it's probably a hand stitched. I don't know where he's getting these Zest tea bags from. It's a mesh triangulated pyramid.
I tell you for free, there's not enough fucking tea in that bag to make anything.
I don't think that's tea. I don't think that's even tea.
It's tea.
Is that what tea looks like?
Yeah, tea. That's exactly what tea looks like. That is fuck all tea. So it's the perfect American tea bag.
Well, you know where it is. Telling it up again because that doesn't look like tea. This is from David Brocklesby.
It is a reach.
It's reaching as you like, isn't it? It's not a reach. I think it's supposed to be like Damascus or whatever. You know what I mean? He saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
It looks more like Spider-Man or something to me. I don't know.
Don't know. Mexican
I
wrestling.
don't know.
That was quite a funny little tongue-in-cheek one. This
It was. This was from Doc Strange. We love having Doc Strange in the group. He's got a name called Doc Strange. That's his real name. His real name is Doc, and his surname is Strange. It done by D. It's blue. Remind him of vaping, but it's not really vaping at all, is it? Here we are. There we are.
That's the one. Have to zoom in.
This is from, who was this from again? This was from Bob. This is from Bob. So you go to the next one, John, to remind us what it was. So this was the German Scouting Signal Code book of 1912 or whatever that is.
1914. Yeah.
1914. I'm not entirely sure why Bob was reading this, but it was. He got through the. I don't know whether he read it all. He definitely got to the fucking M's though, didn't he? He got a canny way out, right? And it had most along there.
All that for a reach as well. Worst reach of the week by fucking Fizz.
And it's a double reach in there. It's a double reach because you've got the rainbow, you got the hype.
Yeah. It's a
that one. That's a Trivatava that needs to go in the shredder.
No.
I was going to say, but I had nothing. Oh, this one's from me. This one came on the group earlier on. Go to the next one, please, John. See, it's Totally Wicked Blythe. I might get my name changed to Totally Wicked Blythe.
I thought the joke was my forehead.
No, I would never, John.
I really did. I was like, okay, we're just doing more forehead jokes.
No. It's Totally Wicked Blythe.
Anyway, I like it. I like it now. Now it's Totally Wicked Blythe. I definitely think you should name it.
However, it was ripped to shreds. People have not forgiven Ant McFarlane for his previous indiscretions.
They have not. If you're drunk and you drive a car, you are finished. That is the end of it. Are we on?
We've seen this 1,000 times. This was from.
We really have.
Yeah, we have. Next one. This is from. I was going to say Jeff Gibbs. It's Gibbs Jeff. It was Blythe 12. That's not me. That's not me. But I've been playing that game. This one is Keith Jones.
It is. I like Keith Jones. That is a good things that remind you of vaping. But
it is, and apparently he uses that in his workshop, whatever.
Yeah, like, he's a mechanic, not very far from me.
Like 72 times a day, 365 or whatever that is, and he's went, oh, blimey, this is a Trivatava. I'll send that in. It's good. We like it a lot. Next one.
Now somebody thought this was the Mark II butt destroyer, but it is not. It is the Mark III, because can you see the ridges on the handle? Absolutely.
If you're a butt destroyer fan, you'll know that 3 ridges.
The Mark III. We all know that.
It's a Mark III.
It's a Mark III.
This is a repeat from last week.
To remind Kristen of pardon?
This is a repeat from last week.
I think that was a repeat from last week.
I checked the file. The file didn't. It came in last week, but it wasn't. I don't know. I'm drunk by the time we do Drive for Tava. Ask us next week about this week's. I'll not remember.
Maybe I just sort of.
I like this. This was somebody put this was a Reach skateboard wheels by who was it by?
Len Burgess.
It's a fucking good one. It's
a really good one, isn't it? It's a really good one. I really enjoyed that one myself. What? This is from Martin Vickery. How many people got this? You've got to kind of know like a little bit of
a pin.
Next one. Go to the next one, John. I should have an explanation. There's your explanation. It's the Bobo bicycle. That weird, ugly thing. That's
a piece of shit. I've never seen that.
It looks like a lamp.
That looks like the butt destroyer Mark IV when they really went a bit organic, innit?
You know where it is, though? It wasn't as popular as. Oh, look at this one. This one wasn't even a tribe for Tava.
No, it's what's my jiggy, isn't it? It's
it's not English.
It's anti-Semitic, isn't it? Say goodbye to the blue pill Jew.
I presume that we missed off the extra U and the L. That was Jewel. It was
yeah.
Jewel Viagra pods. It's sent in by Matt English. It is Matt English. Somebody had showed it to him, and he went, "Oh, I fair play."
That is what she's saying to him. He's obviously, of Jewish faith. Say goodbye to the blue pill Jew. There you go, racist and.
Next one, I've lost my place here. This is Matt English again. This is just simply not vape related.
Okay, I might have gone early with Reach of the Week.
Oh, this is Mick Blizzard. This is canny. Is this?
I don't mind that. I get that. I'm with him. I'd be like, yeah, could be, couldn't it? Could be,
it's a bit of a side by side. You remember them stickers with side by side? This
and it's Chinesian.
Yeah. Bit of Chinesian.
Next one. This one got some stick. Again, this is from Mick Blizzard.
I think it was mainly people taking the piss out of Grand Prix.
Yeah,
I said they're playing fast and loose with the word thriller.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan. Yeah.
What I tend to do is there's a bridge down the road just over the A14, and I just stand there and just cheer on all the blue ones, and just on a Sunday afternoon. Go on, blue! Come on, go!
In his hand looks a little bit like, it looks quite a lot like a drip tip. I quite like that, Mick. Next one. This is Mike Davies.
Origin. Is that what
fine?
It is?
No. Fine.
Oh, fine. Okay, that's fine by me.
He saw it. Reminded me of him. He sent it in. We know the rest. This is from Ollie Bob's.
It's a bad one. Ollie Bob's. This is rubbish.
It is. It's very poor, Ollie. It's very, very poor. But fluid. But I think this was a doubler in so much as
it was a doubler, as in Martin Vickery's always on a canoe.
Martin Vickery's always on a canoe, and fluid mods, mirror the conversion.
It's not bad. I mean,
you can do better. Look, you can do better.
Rubbish. Oh, this was a joke about me, and I was really bad because when I read it, I'd already stopped drinking beer, so it just made me feel bad. It was good.
It made me laugh. I'll not read it out. But people at home, they can read it yourself.
Yeah, let me just leave it there for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hilarious. It reminded him of me and the fact I like beer. I do like beer, but I can't drink it.
Lovely. Next one's from Russell Blair. His trousers flare.
I got a better one. Go with what this reminds him of, and mine's better.
Well, I believe this reminds him of Mike.
Nope. Do you know what that looks like?
Who's that look like?
That is Ricky O'Hare after he just went mental on
it could be Ricky. It could be Ricky. It could be.
That is way more Ricky. If Ricky just had his hair cut and just went nuts in McDonald's, did supersize me for 6 months, that is Ricky O'Hare.
Yeah, Ricky O'Hare. Russell Blair, trousers flare.
This is good. This is really good.
This is from Sean. Sorry, Bessie. Sean Bessie. Yeah. Them golden vape people. The Grim Green apple flavored popcorn.
Good.
Like very good. That's very good.
Mate. Good
I'm sure Mr. Grim Green was delighted to have that sent to him 100,000 times in the last.
It's you.
Yeah, that's what happened there. This one is from Stuart Maxwell. It's a waffle. Remind him of it. He sent it in for another show. Next one. Tom Beatty.
I didn't mind it. I got it. As soon as I saw it, I thought, I know what you're doing.
It's got the crackle on there. Remind him of his. Next one. Last one. This is a good one. This is a really good one.
Yes. When I first saw it, I was like, it's brilliant.
Sam knew it. I deliberately kept this one till the end there. Sam knew it. It looks like an SVA or something like that. It's just been flew through the air. That's a brilliant one, this one, Sam. I think you win Triumph Batava this week.
That definitely does. That is a mod going into thermal meltdown. You just go.
Oh, and Russell Blair is just currently PMing me with, I think, abusive messages. Let's have a thanks, Russell. Yeah, he's watching. Apparently, he's watching. Always watching. Yeah. Russell Blair, Ricky Air, Trousers Flair, etc., etc. And that was this week's Triumph for Tom. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes. I enjoyed it immensely. I think that's it for the week. Yes, I think it is. If you are going to Vape Expo this weekend, whether you're going on Friday or Saturday, there are only a couple of rules. If you come over and say hi, and then you want to fuck off, you can't. Sit down, have a beer. I know there are plenty of OHMIGOs coming. I think the majority of OHMIGOs are coming on the Saturday, and we honestly can't wait to see you. We always absolutely enjoy it. I'm not going to start naming people who I know are coming, but I know a lot of you are coming, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Because it's the last one of the year. I always, after this, it always feels like you're hanging your boots up for the season. I know for you, obviously you two have got other stuff going on.
No, I don't. I'm just too lazy, really.
Just too lazy. I think this is the third year of doing the season. I think so. And it's just kind of, it'll be absolutely fantastic to do it. Mrs. John is coming with me. There is more chance of lightning striking me twice on the dick than there is of her going inside the event. But still, I'm at a hotel with a pool, so she can enjoy that. We will see you next Thursday. If I don't see you on Saturday or Friday, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. Say goodbye.
Check that out. 3 OHMIGOs.
141, mate. 141.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. And John, remember that you're running the show. You need to press the button. Press the button, John. Press.